Welcome to Sethtra Academy, where we uncover the hidden forces that shape the global economy and your daily life. Every time you buy something, you make an invisible decision, not just with your money, but with your values. That t-shirt you're wearing? It didn't just appear at the store. Its journey began in a cotton field, passing through factories, trucks, ships, and the hands of people you'll never meet. Somewhere along that journey, psychology, culture, and profit collided. This is the story of how that happens, and it starts with a simple question. What is a supply chain? It's more than just transportation. It's the nervous system of our global economy. From raw materials to the final delivery at your doorstep, every single product travels through vast networks of companies, contracts, and people. All of them are connected by one single goal: efficiency. But the deeper question is, why do we constantly demand things faster and cheaper? It's because economics is built on psychology, and psychology is built on desire. Let's tell a story. In Phnom Penh, a woman buys a $5 shirt online. It looks beautiful, arrives quickly, and feels light. A perfect purchase, right? But behind that shirt are dozens of hidden lives. A cotton picker in India earning just $2 a day, a factory worker in Bangladesh sewing for 12 hours straight, a ship's crew crossing vast oceans, and a marketer who carefully manipulated your impulse to click buy now. The shirt is cheap, because every invisible link in that chain paid the emotional difference. That's supply chain psychology in action, the powerful illusion that price equals value. This illusion is fueled by something called the distance effect. Psychologically, humans care less when the distance between an action and its consequence increases. If the person who made your shoes worked next door, you'd probably care a lot more about how much they were paid. But if they live 5,000 kilometers away, your empathy disconnects. This is the hidden psychological trick behind global trade. The longer the supply chain, the shorter our compassion. Corporations understand this. They design systems that keep us, the consumers, emotionally far removed from the pain of production. The more invisible the process, the easier it is to sell the illusion. For decades, globalization optimized for one thing: speed and cost, not conscience. Supply chains became cold, mathematical equations, squeezing every last second and every single cent from the production line. Workers became mere metrics. Natural resources became variables. And we, the consumers, became data points to be analyzed. But now the world is waking up. People are finally starting to ask the important questions. Who made my product? What did it really cost them, not just economically, but emotionally? The next generation of real wealth will come from companies that have the courage to answer those questions honestly. Let's bring this home to Cambodia. Garment factories here supply clothes to some of the biggest global brands. Workers often earn just enough to survive, while customers in Paris or New York might pay 100 times more for the very same piece of clothing. But here's what's changing. A new wave of young Cambodian entrepreneurs is emerging. They are starting their own local, ethical brands, combining fair labor practices, eco-friendly materials, and beautiful cultural designs. They're not just selling products. They're selling integrity. This is the new economy where transparency is the true luxury. You see, every part of the supply chain is designed to manipulate our behavior. Marketing creates a sense of emotional urgency with messages like, "Only 2 left in stock." Pricing anchors our perception of value, making a fake discount feel like a generous gift. Even the packaging influences our morality. A box made from recycled materials makes us feel responsible. And that lightning-fast delivery? It creates a hit of dopamine, the feel-good chemical that becomes the drug of modern commerce. We don't just buy products. We buy the stories that help us justify them. Understanding this system isn't about feeling guilty, it's about waking up. The smartest entrepreneurs today are recognizing this shift. They know you can't build lasting profit on invisible pain. They're moving away from simple supply chains and building value chains instead. They prioritize sustainability, traceability, and transparency, because they know that future consumers will demand proof, not just promises. Companies that reveal their processes will earn trust. Those that hide them will lose loyalty. In this new age of awareness, the supply chain is no longer a secret. It's a public statement of a brand's values. So, how can you be a more conscious consumer? It starts with simple actions. Before you buy, ask, who made this? Where did it come from? Support local businesses whenever you can. Shorter supply chains often mean fairer economies. Take a moment to read the labels. Real change begins with small acts of attention. Resist the temptation to always chase the cheapest option, because every low price hides a cost somewhere else. And finally, reward brands that tell the truth. Every single purchase you make is a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. Every product we own is a mirror. It reflects who we are and what we're willing to ignore. When you understand the psychology of the supply chain, you stop consuming unconsciously and start living with economic awareness. Behind every product is a person. Behind every choice is a chance to change the world. Thank you for joining us. If this sparked something in you, please like, subscribe, and join the Sethtra Academy community, where awareness becomes wealth and consciousness becomes currency.